Gaius. This video is about your falling leaves, John Thompson first grade book at page 36. That's your new homework. And let me see. Okay, so this falling leaves is in the same key as the lightly row. It's in the key of D major. So whenever you have a new piece of music, always look for the key signature at the top of the music. See, when you look at something like this, first, of course, I mean, you're looking at the time signature, the 4/4, but next to it are the two sharps, the C sharp and then the F sharp. Well, I mean, the order is that F sharp first and then C sharp next. If it's in a major key, it means that it is in the key of D major. And fortunately, this one does not have a weird irregular hand position. You just basically have to. So it's a D major D major 5-finger scale position. I think that's what they like to call it in the Piano Adventures book. So that's your hand position. In this song, you don't have to worry about the C sharp at all. I don't think in the lightly row you had C sharp either. Yeah, I guess we didn't have to worry about the C sharp. But nonetheless, the key signature states that if you happen to have a C in your music, you will play a C sharp instead of the C natural. So this one, your hand position is with the raised middle finger instead of the F natural. The middle finger has to go to the F sharp. And have your hand ready. And I wonder if you had a chance to look at your music, you will notice that even before you start playing, you know that line 1, line 2, line 4 are exactly the same. Just, the dynamic level might be slightly different because this will be a piano. It starts out with a mezzo piano, crescendo, decrescendo, again back to mezzo piano, crescendo, decrescendo. Third line, you start forte, and then at mid third line, you go into piano. So this would still be a piano. You go piano, crescendo, decrescendo, and then fifth line is a fortissimo. So, between the 1, 2, and the 4, there is that dynamic change, slightly, very slightly. So, by the time you learn how to play line 1, you're pretty much done with 60% of your music. Because 3 lines out of 5, that's 60%. That's more than a half. And after you learn line 1, you want to learn line 3, and you want to learn line 5. And I will go through the line 1 first. I noticed that the main problem that kids have with the line 1 is actually the rhythm. Left hand over is what causes the rhythm to, get a little bit confusing. Because after you crossed over with your left hand to the high D, right hand, boom, you have to play the 8th notes. So your right hand has to be ready, more ready than you think. So it should go like this. So I play again. So when you're playing that, even before you have a chance to bring your left hand down, right hand has to be playing already. So the left hand is going to shift as the right hand plays. And I think that's what is a little bit unusual. Well, you don't have that problem with that the John Thompson etude, the separate sheet that I sent to you. In that song, the left hand goes up and then left hand starts again. But in the falling leaves, the right hand is starting before the left hand, has a chance to go back to its original position. So make sure that you get the rhythm correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's line 1, line 2, and line 4. Now I jump to line 3. Line 3, you have a lot of eighth notes. And the first beat of your right hand is a rest. So make sure you're, you get the timing correct. It goes, so the left hand has beat 1. Right hand comes in at beat 2. It goes. And repeat. So you're basically playing the first 2 measures, and the second 2 measures, the measures 3 and 4 of line 3 are just a repeat of the first 2. In classical music, whenever you have identical phrases, you play it once and you do the same thing one more over. The second time, most of the time, you play soft. So the first 2 are forte and soft. So that's your line 3. Not very hard once you get a hang of it. I think I have had some student who had a problem because the direction changes. The right hand first measure goes up, right? And the next one, you start at F sharp, you go down. So that's about the only issues that I've seen before. So that's line 3. Now let's go to line 5. Line 5 is a unison playing throughout. First, you have the scales and an ascending scale, descending scale, and then the expanded chord, which you will be jumping up an octave. So I will play in soft. 2, 1, 2. So the first 2 measures are quite easy. It's just in unison going up and down. The biggest issue is to be able to carry your right hand and the left hand together. 1, 2. And to be landing at the very last measure soft. I think that's the hardest thing. Playing piano 1, 2, 1, even softer. Because you don't want to fall into your keys, which means your hands need to be ready. And whenever you have that parallel shift, I often say keep your elbow by your side and just, move with your upper body. 1, 2, 1, 2. I kind of failed at that one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, because the distance between the 2 hands are not going to change. It's up, down, down, up, down, up. So so that's going to be the harder thing to do out of, what's in this piece. So do practice measure 1, the line 1, and then line 3, and line 5. You don't have to play the whole thing through because then you wind up playing the line 1 3 times. And, you don't get enough time practicing line 3 or line 5. So just practice line 1, line 3, and then line 5. That way you'll, you learn how to play this music a lot quicker. Okay, so that's it. Good luck with Falling Leaves. Bye.